How's it going, people? Welcome to this week's edition of The Locker Room right here on Top 6 Fan TV. We've been away for a while, but the action has certainly piled up. Man City are in cruise control in terms of the title charge, and the top four race is heating up in the English Premier League. Joining me to catch up with all that action is Neville, Mr. Gasira, and Mr. Ali G, and we'll get into it right after this.
Bukayo Saka! Anthony! Salah! Beautiful from Aubameyang! Bane! There goes Haaland. He's on.
Brilliant, brilliant. Nev, you are most welcome to the show. You can say what's up to the virtual audience.
Thank you, Matthew. What's up, fans? I hope everyone is enjoying our last thriller. I know Ali G is one of the people who are looking forward to next season. This season is done for him. He's not even excited about saying that.
Ali G, the Chelsea fan, is not even. He can't even wear his jersey. It's one of the few times he has not worn his jersey.
Matthew, I don't know who told you that I support Chelsea. I support Madrid and Bayern. So,
my guy, don't worry. We are with you in spirit. The Arsenal fans are with you in spirit. They know what it is to be heartbroken. But
don't lose hope, bro.
Don't give up. Of course, a cracker going to unfold today at the Emirates as the boys form the bridge, come to the Emirates, and we will see what happens there. Arsenal versus Chelsea happening tonight immediately after this show. But before that, we thought it would be a disservice not to catch up on the action from a very interesting round of matches. And we'll start at the top, gentlemen. The title race has swung in Manchester City's favor. Two results, a thumping, I would say. Arsenal bottling the league there with the performance against Manchester City at the Etihad. 4-1 it ended, and City followed that up with a 2-1 victory away to Fulham. And that means that City finally leapfrog Arsenal. So, Neville, 5 games to go for the Arsenal, starting with Chelsea. Manchester City with 6 games to go. Do you feel it's totally out of reach now? That's done. A lot of Arsenal fans feel, and rival fans feel it's really Manchester City. There's no way they're dropping points. What's your take on that? First of all, on Arsenal performances, and what do you think will happen until the end of the season?
First and foremost, I want to say that I don't think it's over yet, but to be fair, I can understand why everyone else thinks it's done and dusted. But if yesterday's game for City against Fulham is anything to go by, nothing is closed yet. Anything can happen in football. The only difference is that they have the matches to go with, they have the players to take them through, but they're chasing on 3 fronts, so anything can happen. A major injury to any particular player can really spoil a title run in, and we've seen that happen over the years. So nothing's closed yet. But given that, with the last games and how Arsenal has been performing, I can actually see Arsenal bottom more than what would happen to City, because the last 3 draws, even before the City game, that was disaster. And in a season to win, you need some luck. The dropping of points against teams like Brentford, where referees had to be banned and whatnot, small things that can actually end up affecting you. Nonetheless, I think everyone has said, even if Arsenal ends up in second, it would be a great season. But I have to say, it would be a disaster, because I feel like City, over the period of the whole season, they've been giving Arsenal as many chances as possible to run away with it. And the team just couldn't do it at the end. And I think the last time we talked about it, Matthew, I had talked about team depth. You have a team like City where you take off Foden, you bring on Grealish, you take off Grealish, you bring Mahrez, you take off Bernardo, you bring on Gundogan, you can take.
You bring on Alvarez.
What is this? And then for starters, they have the audacity. The game starts, Haaland scores 2 goals, and they take him off. I'm like, wow, must be nice. Must really be nice. So I guess that's how it's going thus far. And Ali G has been having a lot of fun in the last weeks, seeing Arsenal bottle it up. Hopefully we can revenge later today.
Yeah,
Ali G,
I don't know what
you guys.
I don't know. I don't know what Nebo means when you say that you need some luck to win the league. You guys have been lucky the whole season. You have like 4 games where you've been scoring in the last minute. I think 3 or 4 games. I can't even remember the Nelson win, the Jorginho shoot, against Manu. You have like 4 games where you've been winning in the last, all those points in the last minute. So you've been lucky. Your luck just ran out. But kudos to Arteta. No one, we can't take that from him. As in the team is young. Competing with Man City with that squad depth that they have, like you said, is something. It's not something you can go in for. But I just didn't want Arsenal to win it because it wouldn't make sense to all of us who are spending money to win the league. And then you come up with young kids and you just win it like that. Come on, you guys. What would it really show as in? You guys haven't even spent anything and you come and just win it like that. So,
hey, Ali G, that point is very interesting that you've raised. That point that you've raised is very interesting because Klopp said it's good Chelsea. Okay, he did say it is good. Let me not quote word for word, but he sort of alluded to the fact that
what Ali G was saying.
Yes,
as well.
Exactly, but towards the Chelsea side, he's saying it's good to see that you cannot just buy world-class players and put them together and win a trophy. No, you have to build a team. So
okay.
What do you think happened to Arsenal?
That club guy shouldn't be talking. He has also spent a lot of money, and look where he is. He's just entering the top forest right now. He has also been going through a lot of ruckus with this team, so he shouldn't be talking. As in, he's been found out. I remember I had the show last time, and I told those guys, the Muslims, I told them Klopp has been found out. Those guys attacked me on the show, but anyway, so Klopp shouldn't be talking. But for Arsenal, I think it's just a squad depth. That's all. It's the only difference between Arsenal and Man City. If you look at the Arsenal bench when they're playing, there is no one that you can look at that they can bring from the bench to change a game the way Man City does. Man City, everyone is a game winner. Yeah, everyone is a game winner on the Man City coach. But Arsenal on the bench, the only person you can look at, maybe you can think it's Nketiah. I have my friends who are blaming the downfall of Arsenal on Jesus coming into the team. They claim that Nketiah is doing well when Jesus was on injury, and when he came in, Nketiah is doing quite well when Jesus was on injury, and when he came in, everything.
That is true.
Everything.
So
I have my friends who have that school of thought. I don't know how true that is, but me, I just feel like the only difference between Arsenal and Man City is the squad depth. Otherwise, anything else, Arteta has the tactics. He has shown that the team has the zeal and they have the charisma to go in for the title. Yeah.
But if I think
that's a fair point. Squad depth,
Chelsea be in the mix. If we're talking about squad depth, shouldn't Chelsea be in the mix as well?
It appears, Devo, there's a problem when your squad. It's also a challenge when your squad is too deep.
No, the Chelsea squad,
4 players per position.
No, Chelsea's problems are basically that new owner who came in, and if he thought you could just spend money and get into the top 4, maybe he just wanted to. And if you look at the people as the backroom staff, all those guys who are, I don't know what's going on with him, but the team has failed to gel. There's no link between the midfield and the striking. If you look at the number of goals conceded, you'll be surprised when you see that Arsenal has conceded more goals than Chelsea. Chelsea defense has been good, but it's a striking which is no good. And even today they signed another player. So I'm so tired of all these signings Chelsea is making. I don't know. They are signing everyday players, but there's no clear path on how they want to be used. But good news is that Pochettino is coming. We also what he did with the Tottenham squad. So I'm very hopeful that if he comes in the dressing room, we'll listen to him. And it will be good times coming up.
and Harry Kane will follow, not so?
I don't think Harry Kane will follow because I think if Harry Kane is wise enough, he could cross to Bayern because Bayern is searching for a striker. So
Manchester United as well.
Yeah,
Chelsea
but I
already
think
has
Harry
Nkunku coming in, right?
Chelsea, sorry?
Chelsea have Nkunku coming in.
Yeah, Nkunku is already coming in, but there's also the Lukaku issue. Lukaku is also on the line there. And Inter Milan say that they're not going to keep him. So I don't know if Lukaku comes in and he banks the goals, the fans will forgive him because the fans want the goals. So, but the edge is catching up on him, but it's been good lately. So I think Lukaku should come back. We shouldn't go in for Harry Kane. Lukaku should come back and win over the fans, and we see how that goes. Aubameyang should go back to Barcelona. He's clearly showed us that his heart is still in Spain. So we have a big squad. I wish I could help all those guys to make the decisions on who should stay, because we have a bunch of guys who are not delivering and should be put on the lines. Yeah.
Never. Chelsea fans are like spoiled kids, man. You remember Ali G just a few months ago.
One of these days, Khalid is going to wake up and the team will have signed him and he will be a player. They're buying everyone and anything. There's nothing. But you know what? You have to give credit to the owner, right? Man City did the same thing at the beginning when they kept buying all these people and they started winning some silverware, no?
No,
but they need to.
They didn't just buy recklessly. They didn't just buy recklessly. There's a clear plan. This guy is just buy. I'm telling you, today he has signed a player. It's as if the team is in 12th position. You saw the Thiago Silva rant after the game. Thiago Silva said we should stop buying players. We even expanded the dressing room to accommodate some people. As in, let us deal with the talent that we have so they can deliver. And today they signed a player. Can you imagine? I was like, what's going on with these guys? The fans are no longer. Do you know when you have this excitement when your club is signing players? To an extent that you no longer have the excitement. When you're signing, you're like, guys, can you stop? Can you stop signing? Oh my God.
Wait, there's a reason.
Is not enough.
Never. There's a reason they're called. They've been nicknamed the London Cowboys because now it's just a rodeo show. And Ali G, you've succeeded in hijacking my agenda. We're still talking about Manchester City. Then Chelsea's tears entered the mix. But anyway, this City team, can they be stopped very quickly? Can they be stopped? Before we move to the other games.
I don't think they can. I've seen them play even when they're struggling on a different match day and some of the things are not working. You see there is a plan. They execute everything so well. I know they
never just on that point.
The last time were boys against men when they were playing us, which is a very hard thing to hear or see, more especially when you're topping the table and then they tell you that you were the boys in a match against men. But from that game, you could actually see that there's a big gap between both teams, and I think City will go ahead to run away with it. Hopefully they don't, because it's becoming a little too much. We're here to save the likes of Chelsea.
Yeah.
They need us to do something for them.
Nev, just on that, you raised a very pertinent point, right? Even when things are not going well for them, they still have what it to pull through. How about that moment of brilliance from Julian Alvarez against? That was a shot, cracker of a goal. And at the time, it was 1-1. Fulham had managed to come back. So yes, City are the big boys, and we'll see. They have the experience, and we'll see what happens. We have some comments coming in from some of our listeners. Moses Rudende tuning in. Good evening to Never Only. There's a slight dig there, Never. I'm sure there is a slight dig there. Cheeky Liverpool.
Honestly,
let
now
it be known that
I feel
Moses.
like I've made it in life, Matthew. If Rudende can send a shout out to me, I feel like I've made it in life. I have to share this video with my mom. She needs to know that I've made it.
Man, he only does that when Arsenal is doing poorly. I wonder why. He doesn't do this
that is very intentional by Rudende.
Very intentional. Very cheeky bagger, Jose. Rudende, thanks for tuning in. Hey guys, interesting results at the bottom. We're done with Manchester City and Arsenal. No, when I say the bottom of the top 6, that's a hand for 4th place. Cracker of a game over the weekend.
You say bottom, are you talking about Chelsea?
Chelsea, you know, is always at the bottom, my brother.
Oh,
These
okay,
are not questions you ask. But anyway, the hunt for the
Guys,
top
we
four is
shall move
on.
back.
The hunt for the top four is on. We had a cracker of a game of the weekend. Liverpool welcoming Spurs to Anfield. That game ending 4-3. Very interesting game right there. And of course, these two guys for Spurs, you can always be guaranteed that Kane or Son will be on the score sheet. But Liverpool racing into a solid lead, by the way. Jones, Diaz, Salah with a penalty, and then, you know, Kane, Son, and Richarlison scoring for Spurs, and Spurs netting that equalizer in extra time, you know, additional time, and you thought you felt that Spurs had rescued a draw and an incredible comeback. But what happens? They go and give the ball away and do the only thing they know how to do best, which is be Spurs fans. That's the dig from us to the Arsenal side of it. But Liverpool emerging winners out of this. Diogo Jota going into punish Spurs at the end, and that actually yielded a fantastic celebration from the Kop, Jurgen Klopp as well, who went on to also get a hamstring as he was running to celebrate and heckle the one of the match assistants. But interesting result here. Liverpool, that result does take them interestingly takes them to the fifth position, and you know, they've leapfrogged Spurs, albeit with Spurs having a game in hand, and they look like, well, they might have run out of games, but on another day you would say they're back in the race for the fourth place. Do you agree, gentlemen?
Nah, there's no way. There's no way Liverpool is making it into top four. And the only reason is because there's been a resurgence for Manchester as well, and Newcastle is playing their socks off. So I don't see how Liverpool can crawl through and take a position. Although I have to mention the fact that I don't know how Spurs is still in and around anywhere close to Champions League or even UEFA. They've been losing so many games and playing so badly. I can't believe they're even above Chelsea. That's how bad they've been. But for Liverpool's case, they might just have run out of games to be in and around the top four. At least that's for sure. I feel like 5 games is a little too much, and they are going to drop points again. That one I can guarantee.
Ali G, before I bring you in to also give your comment, another comment coming in from one of our people listening in. Kevin Dianabandi is also one of our regulars here. Arsenal fan saying, Neville, what jersey is that, Bwana? Guys, Neville, guys don't understand your Arsenal jersey. Things are going so badly for Arsenal that Arsenal fans are now commenting and lambasting fellow Arsenal fans. People don't understand your jersey.
That jersey looks like the manager jersey during the Cristiano Ronaldo times, the Fergie times. That jersey. So anyone can think he's wearing a United jersey.
It's actually a training kit jersey. So, like, if you are such a strong fan, Kevin, you would know that we have so many different jerseys that can be put. You don't have to buy only the black one that everyone has, Kevin. Do better, man.
Kevin, there you go. Neville is wearing the Arsenal training kit from 1930, and you should know better as an Arsenal fan. Let me pull in Ali G. Spurs and Liverpool. Your take on Liverpool's chances. They are currently, if you look at it, I mean, Neville raised an interesting point. He doesn't know how Spurs are in and around the top 4, having performed so poorly this season. One of the reasons, gentlemen, as Mr. Erling Haaland, and we, notched up his 34th goal of the season, 50 goals in total, overall in all competitions, 34 in the Premier League. Behind them is Mr. Harry Kane, who's behind him and has scored 25 goals. The last, 2 or 3 seasons have ended with the top scorer, not going above 23, 24. So Kane is one of the reasons that in a poor season for Spurs, where Son, by the way, has not even been firing on all cylinders. He's one of the reasons.
He just started in the last games.
Well, you'd say from the turn of the year. So,
yes.
Ali G, I come back to you on that one. Your take? Liverpool getting into the top 4, and another point around how important Harry Kane has been for them, and how important he will be for the next team he goes to, because he's definitely believing.
Liverpool is not getting into the top 4 because Manchester United is doing well. Jadon Sancho is back. You can see him is firing, is playing well. The team looks it looks
Jadon Sancho
motivated.
Yeah, Manchester. Sorry? Is he the best
Manchester
playing?
United. Yeah, Manchester United looks motivated.
Rashford is also back.
I don't see Liverpool displacing them, and they are like 7 points ahead of Liverpool. Liverpool, I don't know what they really. Maybe it's the injuries. We can say the injuries because the team was doing really bad. It's not the normal. I think last time they did was 2 seasons ago when they performed badly and they ended up in the top 4. This time round, I don't see it happening. For Spurs, similar
injuries to who? Ali, injuries to who? What?
Liverpool. Liverpool had many injuries this season. This guy,
Jota Diaz.
That is the only injury.
Jota Diaz.
Selling money is the only injury they've had.
Okay, of course that affected them also. Even Thiago had injuries. He's an old man. He's been having injuries, so they've had injuries. But like you've said, I think it's clear that they miss Sadio Mane, but they need to move away from that because they went and bought in some like 3 players. They lost Diaz. There's Gapco. There's the Darwin Núñez. So they should be able to do it without him. But for Spurs, we saw the problems they have the whole season. Antonio Conte, he fell sick, and I think he didn't like the team, and he had to leave. But I think it's time up for Harry Kane. If I was Harry Kane, I would move to Bayern. I would move out of England because I don't know. Definitely, there's no way.
Ali G, let me ask. Why do you keep pushing the man out of England? The guy wants to stay in England. So it is either going to be Manchester United. Hey,
yes.
Hey,
why
wants to
the guy wants to?
So it's either going to be Manchester United or Chelsea.
No, seriously. If I was Harry Kane and I had to win some silverware, I would go to Bayern because in Manchester United, it's not guaranteed. Look at the competition in England. There's no team in England that it's only Manchester City which is guaranteed of winning something. But the man is in the evening of his career. If he goes to Bayern, there's a high chance of him winning a Champions League, him winning the usual trophies they win every year. But in Man U, it's not guaranteed. So if the agent was wise enough to push him to Bayern.
Madrid is trying to replace Benzema. Do you think Harry Kane would be a good fit there?
I don't know. They've never been linked to him. They've never even flirted with him. But it's Bayern that tried to flirt with him. Madrid is not spending a lot recently. I don't know why. Maybe they're no longer going for the Galacticos, for the big names. I don't know why they don't do it anymore.
COVID issues, yeah. and they're redoing their stadium as well.
And
yes, but they've been making some wise buys, cheap wise buys. Maybe they're also looking at what's happening to Barcelona. Barcelona is overspending and the books are not balancing well, so they are now wise. So, and they still want Mbappe. I don't know whether they've ever stopped wanting Mbappe. So instead of going for Harry Kane, they would want to go and push back for Mbappe. That's what I think. So Bayern has made it clear that they want someone, and Harry Kane should really go to Bayern. It would be good for him.
I think so.
We'll wait and see. Put the guy on the plane, man. Wow.
He has already put the guy on the plane. Gentlemen, we have a few minutes to go to the match of the week so far, the new week, I mean. Arsenal welcoming Chelsea to the Emirates. Your take, Nev, how do you think this match is going to pan out?
I feel like
your prediction.
Chelsea is going through a lot at the moment, but the fact that they managed to bring back Lampard, I feel like this is one particular game he would want to put some sort of silver lining for the Chelsea fans and the team. If there's anything that he can rally for them to do something this season, it would have to be in this particular match. Although they're playing an Arsenal team that has been wounded, and it's not the best time to also play against Arsenal right now. But after looking at the lineup, I feel like honestly Chelsea has a chance. If they come out to play and they don't do any of the funny business they've been doing in the last games I've been watching them, this is the Arsenal team you would want to verse at the moment. So worst case scenario, maybe a draw, but they should be able to win unless they fall culprit to trying to play ball. If they try to play ball against Arteta's team, they're so disoriented. Everyone wants to be the star. But now Aubameyang is up front. I think he would want to do something before he leaves the country again. So Ali G, fingers crossed, yeah, this might just be the game for you that you've been waiting for all season.
This is a very interesting game. I'm looking at what's your prediction, Neville?
3-1. 3-1 for Arsenal because
3-1-2
to Arsenal.
Interesting. Looking at the lineups for the let me start with the Chelsea side. So Raheem Sterling, Aubameyang, Noni Madueke leading a front three. In the midfield, you have Kovacic, Enzo Fernandez, and N'Golo Kante. And then you have Ben Chilwell, Thiago Silva, and Wesley Fofana as well.
Solid,
and Cesar
solid.
Cueta. Solid team, actually. Very solid, especially the midfield.
With Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta is not solid. You're going to what they're going to do to him.
Azpilicueta is up against Arsenal's front three. We have Martinelli being dropped. So you have Leandro Trossard, Gabriel Jesus, and up front. In midfield, Partey has been dropped. So you have Granit Xhaka, Jorginho, and Martin Odegaard. And in the defense, Rob Holding has been dropped. So you have Jacob Kivior coming in to play alongside Gabi Magalhaes, and then Zinchenko and Ben White on the wings with Ramsdale in goal. Very interesting. Ali, your prediction for that game?
2-2.
2-2. Definitely going to have goals.
Afazadi
draw for Ali G. Too soon, but okay.
We'll see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, we leave it at that. Do feel free to subscribe, hit the like button, drop a comment, play back this content, and we will be back next week. Do have a fantastic rest of the week and take care. Godspeed.
Cheers.